The children are going to follow their main lesson teacher into the high school, which is an amazing feat that we were able to do this year. But we do add the addition of a math specialist. And the reason is that math gets pretty complex as we get into high school, and we really want children to be with a math specialist in their high school years.
So what is the goal of the math curriculum in high school? First, that the students continue to be enthusiastic learners. Now, will they always be enthusiastic about math? Hard to believe, but not always. Math is hard work, and sometimes we as human beings get tired. Through consistency and persistence, the reward of understanding can always be achieved. This achievement is just one element, though, that will lead to the continued enthusiasm around math. I call it the math endorphins when you solve a problem correctly, like sort of like a runner's high, but in math. So, an example of a typical week in math would be, a student gets up on Monday, uh, does their other schoolwork, then we'll watch the math video, work through the examples. Tuesday, they'll start to work on the worksheet, they'll complete it, they'll attend class, hopefully bring some questions to ask in class. And Wednesday, the answer sheet is released for the worksheet. They'll go over their answers, check their answers, and if they have any further questions, they can come to office hours or send me an email. And then on Thursday, they will complete their quiz or test. And again, they can attend office hours that day or ask further questions. And often students will ask, particularly when concepts get tricky, when will I use this in my life? What's the point of this? And I will always answer that we don't learn math just to get a job, right? But that's a perk. But we learn math so that we can see the beauty in the world and thus better understand the marvel that is our universe.
And then we also add an extra class called the guardianship class. So a few years ago, we implemented a new class in our high school called the guardianship class. We did this because we felt that our high school at the time felt a little fragmented and we wanted a piece to bring everyone together. Since then, our high school has solidified and it doesn't feel fragmented, but we love the guardianship class so much that we've decided to keep it. It has brought students to another level. And I would like to give Daniela and Gerard, who co-teach this class, some time to speak about it. This class is a large group class where our entire high school comes together. So it's a mixed grade class where all the students come together and they're led by two teachers.
Thank you, Melanie. I don't know who speaks first, Mr. Sipker. It's like the best kept secret in our high school, this
That's true.
guardianship class.
But
And the
staying on
two of
the
us have the best time modeling co-teaching, modeling part collaborative work, and we come up with a rotation. And every week we meet and talk about how are we going to model collaboration in this space, in this workspace that will be a real workspace for your children as they grow up, and also invite them into exercises together to build social connections, but also to 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 connect in a very meaningful way while developing community building skills, communication skills, leadership skills. Our focus in the coming school year will be a development of a whole high school class play. And I'm going to let Mr. Sipker fill in because I'm just too excited. It is such an amazing experience we've been having with this.
we it's a beautiful moment because it also shows you that people show up. Sometimes it's very early for a high school student, and they are there and they are present, and they make us laugh because they share, and they sometimes they stare at us for long times, but I think and that's okay. I think Daniela and I can both sit in uncomfortable silences. They not so much. So then they are, you can see Reese knows what I'm talking about. And so there's breakout rooms, and we've spoken about fantastic virtues, and throughout these years, there's been opportunity to work with poetry. There's artistic expression of what they want to bring across. I find often when we reflect, there's a lot of wisdom that comes from that in creating an opportunity for them to hear each other and to speak and to have the breakout rooms. And then, of course, the older students can sometimes also share with newer students about their experiences. It is something that Daniela and I are very passionate about, and our theme was when we started this was the community building, and I think it's just going from strength to strength.